I was saying today we would be learning modal verbs, which is another type of verbs in German and very important type of verbs. So they are like kind of helping verbs which help you to build a more sensible sentence. Like I can speak English. So speak is your normal verb, but can is your modal verb. I want to fly to Germany. So to fly is your normal verb and want to is your modal verb. So I'm just sharing my screen. There are like quite a list of modal verbs. So here we have 7 type of modal verbs actually. Now you had a question. So we have this list in terms of modal verbs. So dürfen is the first verb, which means to be allowed to do something. So when you are allowed to do something, that means dürfen. So you would be using dürfen. Say it after me. Dürfen.
Dürfen.
Können.
Können.
Müssen.
Müssen.
Mögen.
Mögen.
Sollen.
Sollen.
Wollen.
Wollen.
And then möchten.
Möchten.
Yeah, so this O is with umlaut. So when you write it down with umlauts. So I'm just explaining the deep meanings of these verbs. So dürfen, as I said, that means you're allowed to do something in sense of permission. Like you are not allowed to park here, or parking is not allowed here. So dürfen in sense of permission of doing something. Then können. Können can be used in the sense of can also, like I can speak German, I can drive, or when you're able to do something in sense of your ability to do something, like I can drive. So that is your ability, like you can drive. Then we have müssen, something which is must to do. So müssen is like students usually get confused when they have to use have to na. I have to do something, so they confused this have with haben. So this have müssen with müssen is different, and haben to have something, to own something is different. So when there is any mandation or any necessity which you have to do, like I have to study, I have exam tomorrow, or maybe I have to go to work, or maybe I have to rush, I am getting late. So have to, something which is a necessity or something which is mandatory. So müssen, which is a must. Then mögen, to like to do something. I, when you like to do something, or simply when you like something, like I like pizza, I like German. So mögen, when you like something. Then we have sollen. Sollen is like should, something which is you should do, or something which is supposed to be done. Now there is one mm, it is important that we understand the difference between müssen and sollen. Sollen, these two has same meaning like we have in English. Müssen must and sollen should. Müssen is a mandatory thing and sollen is a advice. Like you are supposed to do something or you should do something. Like we should respect our elders, we should speak in a polite manner, but we must follow the traffic rules, or we must stand for our national anthem. So must, müssen, and then should, supposed to do something, sollen. Mögen I already explained, but there is again a difference between mögen and möchten. So mögen is something you like, and then möchten is something you would like to. So I like pizza. I like pizza. I like traveling, or I like something, 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 but would like to do something. Let's say you are going in a restaurant, then you won't say, I like pizza. You would be saying, I would like to have a pizza. or I would like to order this. Then would like to. So that is the difference between would like to and then like to. Then we have wollen, something which you want to do. So again there is a difference, which you like to do and you want to do. So want to do something which is maybe your dream, your aspirations, your ideas, that you want to do something. Like I am learning German because I want to go to Germany, but I like German language. So there is a difference again between mögen and wollen, something you want to, and then mögen, something you like. Now, talking about the conjugation part. So conjugation, I would say, is pretty straight. There is nothing much to explain in terms of conjugation here, but I'll just read through it so that it's clear. Now, so for six these six highlighted verbs, conjugation is like is not as we do in regular verbs. It's little different, so this is something you'll have to learn. But for Mewston, this is pretty simple and straight. So let's discuss these first. And one more good thing about modal verbs is, like, the conjugation for ish and erzs would remain same. So this is something you can note down, which will help you to learn. Conjugation for ish and erzs for modal verbs would be same. So for example, dürfen would become darf, not durf or durfer, like we are conjugating regular verb, but it would change completely. So ish, darf, du, darfst, RZS, darf, but here dure. So now, if you have noticed, I have highlighted this particular table into two categories. One is green, one is blue, and one is this little pinkish. So this this blue highlighted section is the section ish do RZS, where the stem is changing completely. But in this pink highlighted area, the stem is not changing, and we are following the same rule which we follow for regular verb conjugation. Similarly goes with müssen, sollen, wollen, können, and mögen. So I'll just read through it. Dürfen, ich, darf, du, darfst, er, sie, es, darf, again ich and er, sie, es same, aber ihr, dürft. So the same stem, and then T, and then wir, sie, dürfen. Then for müssen, ich, muss, stem would change, umlaut will get removed. Du, musst. So now, since we know that with do we add extra s, but with most we already have two s, so we would not be adding the third s. So it's just t we are adding. Du musst, er sie es muss, ihr müsst, wir sie müssen. Now sollen, ich soll, du sollst, er sie es soll, again ich and er sie es same to same. Dann ihr sollt, wir sie sollen. Now, let's can you read the conjugation for wollen, and then Rachel you can do for können.
So wollen, ich will, du willst, ihr, sie, es will, ihr sollt, wir sollt, wir, sorry, ihr sollt,
wollen.
sorry, ihr wollt, wir, sie and sie wollen.
Rachel, your turn. Read out for können. Rachel, I think you're on mute.
Ich kann, du kannst, sie es kann, ihr könnt, wir sie können.
Saurabh? For Mugen.
Ik mag. Du magst. Ihr, sie is mag. Ihr mogt. Wir, sie mogen.
Rachel for Mewston.
तो दो क्वेश्चन है, पहले तो क्या कैप्चर होता है और क्या नहीं उसको
Rachel, you are not audible.
और अगर कोई गिवन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है
Hello.
कैप्चर होती है कि नहीं वो कैसे पता चलेगा ये तो मुझे बताओ।
Mewst है.
कोई भी एंटिटी या कोई भी स्टेबल राइट अगर तुम शेड्यूल जॉब की बात
10.
Mewston. Okay, there show. So now take 3-4 minutes and note down this table in your notebook, and then we will see how do we make sentences using these modal verbs. Okay. If you want to note down the meanings also, let me know. I'll just scroll up once you note down this.
I know that checking, but I want you to
Saurabh written.
कितनी चीज क्लियर है कि डेटा नहीं होता और वो होता है डेटा अगर आपको
Saurabh written.
और अगर आपको डाउट है कि डेटा टेस्ट करवा के ही डालना है
Saurabh, you are on mute.
तो डेटा मैं दिखाती हूँ वो स्क्रीन तो दिख रही है ना तो ये प्रोसीजर है जनरली जब हम एडमिन बनाते हैं एटलीस्ट जब मैं बनाती हूँ तो जब भी हमको रिकॉर्ड बनाते हैं उसका एक्सेस आईडी होता है सर्विस नाउ में राइट तो मैंने तुम्हारा यूजर बनाया
So Rachel, you want to note down the meanings also here, which I mentioned. This one.
तुम्हारा यूजर बनाया इसका भी एक्सेस आईडी है तुम्हें पता उसमें कॉपी कर सकते हैं।
Rachel, what were you saying? So you want to note down this also?
I finished. I've already written.
This one too?
Yeah.
Okay. Saurabh, should we proceed? Saurabh, you're on mute.
तो अब मैं क्या करूँगी, इसको एक्सपोर्ट कर लूँगी XML। यही किया था मैंने।
Saurabh, you're on mute. Should we proceed?
एक्सपोर्ट कर लिया।
Okay. So I'll just continue. If you haven't written, let me know. So now, how to make sentences with modal verbs. Now, there can be two type of sentences while we make sentences using modal verbs. So first, with just modal verb, and then with modal verbs plus another main verb. So talking about first example, that would be like I can drive. Let's just understand it in this way. So whenever we have to make any sentence with modal verbs, so the modal verb would come at second place, and then our main verb would go at the end. So the sentence structure would be like subject plus modal verb conjugated object plus main verb in infinitive form. So just to give an example, let's say I have to I have to learn. So have to as in müssen. So what would I say? Jetzt muss ich lernen. Now I must study. So müssen, have to has been placed at the second place in a conjugated manner as per ich, and then our main verb to learn or to study has been kept at the end. Similarly, I can speak German. So ich can.
Neha, one thing. So this thing, the main verb will be conjugated as per the previous rule, na?
The main verb would go at the end in an infinitive form.
So it will be in any person form, be it the first person, second person, or third person. It will be always in infinitive form only.
Yes.
Main verb.
So this is very important to understand. In one single sentence, you can conjugate one verb only. You cannot conjugate multiple verbs. So the verb on which you have main focus, that would get conjugated. So here, since I have to, so müssen would be conjugated. So when you have modal verb and then you have a normal verb, so you will be conjugating modal verb and you will put it at second place in a conjugated manner. Let me write a note here. In a single sentence, only one verb can be conjugated. So as of now, just remember this rule. It's not like that you will conjugate müssen also and you will conjugate lernen also. No. In a single sentence, in a simple sentence and in a single sentence, you will conjugate just one verb, which you are placing at the second place. And when you are using modal verb, only modal verb would get conjugated, not the other verb. So that's how we make sentences with modal verb.
So here, what does jetzt mean?
Jetzt means now.
Now.
Yes.
So, but But his subject verb is coming at the third place.
Yes. So this is something, either you can write it this way or you can write it ish, muss, yes, lernen. So here between the like the position of a subject and object and a subject, or you can say a pronoun, and the time frame or the timestamp, you can play around the positions, but the verb should be at the second place. So either you can say this thing or you can say this thing, means the same, it's just the placement of ish and jetzt is different. So jetzt muss ich lernen. Now I must study. And then ich muss jetzt lernen. I must study now. One and the same thing, right? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now ich, like I want to say I can speak German. Ich kann. So can, that is my ability to do something. So I would be using können. Would be conjugated as per ich. So ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Sprechen is our main verb, that is to speak. That would go at the end in a conjugated manner. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Now, using these verbs, like just tell me any random sentence in English, then we'll try to make sentence from that word. Like I must study, I should go, I want to do this, or I can do this, I would like to do this, something like this. Then we'll see some more examples.
Close that topic. Create few dashboards with few formats, not only bar chart.
Just tell me any sentence, any random sentence.
तुम्हें drill down report बनाने आती है?
Okay.
I
So
must
I must what?
I must drink my vitamins. I must.
Okay. So maybe we can say I must take medicines or I must take my vitamins. So ich muss die Medikament nehmen. Nehmen means to take. So nehmen would go at the end in an infinitive form, and have to or must would be conjugated as per ish. Or maybe you can say sie muss die Medikament nehmen. She must take her medicines, or sie müssen die Medikament nehmen. So now, can you guys tell me the difference between this sentence and this sentence? So what is the difference between the second sentence, this italic one, and then what is the difference between this underlined one?
Subject.
So what is the meaning of this sentence?
So actually, that says she must take medicine regularly.
They shown not regularly, but she must take medicine.
Yeah. So, and here we are telling in respectful manner, in a formal manner.
That you must take
Take
medicine.
medicine.
You
Yeah.
have to take medicine. So this is you, and
You
this
must.
is she.
She.
They. So now, is this thing clear that how do we build simple sentences with two verbs using modal verbs? So this is like making simple sentence. Now, if we talk about Ja, Nein Frage, so with Ja, Nein Frage, what we would do, like the same rule which we follow in which we learned previously and we followed, using this, placing this conjugated verb at the first place. So ich kann Deutsch sprechen. So for this, if I have to make Ja, Nein Frage, what will I do? Ein Moment. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. So if what would I do if I have to make a question out of it? I'll just put this conjugated verb at the first place. So kannst du, like you, kannst du Deutsch sprechen. Only this verb's placement would change. This would go at the first place and then the rest of the sentence would remain same. This here and then this came here. So it's just it's just like the similar thing which we learned while making simple sentence and ja nein Frage. Like while we're putting the verb, the conjugated verb at the first place. Putting the conjugated verb at first place. That is a simple rule of making a yes no question. Like whichever verb you have to conjugate, just put it at the first place and keep the another verb at the end of the sentence in an infinitive form. So let's say I am asking to Rachel, kannst du Deutsch sprechen? What would you say? Yes, this is a yes no question, no? So use yes or no first.
Yes.
Ja.
Ich spreche Deutsch.
Ich kann.
Ich kann sprechen.
No.
Ich kann Deutsch sprechen.
Sehr schön. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. So let's say I am asking Saurabh. Saurabh, kannst du oder können oder können Sie das Auto fahren? Saurabh, did you understood the meaning of this? Kannst du oder können Sie das Auto fahren?
Can you drive that car? Can you drive the car?
Yes, not that, but just the car.
Yeah, can you drive the car?
So what should be the answer for this?
So ik, ja, ik,
Not ja, ja.
ja, ja, ik kan, das Auto fahren.
Auto fahren. Sehr schön. Now, let's make some more sentences. Okay, so now I'm asking Rachel. Rachel, can you tell me? Mögen Sie Pizza oder magst du Pizza?
वीडियो देखी है, एक बार देखी थी तब मुझे समझ आ गया था. Then again अगर कोई मुझसे करने को बोलेगा, I have to refer back to this video.
Magst du Pizza, Rachel?
लेकिन मुझे अभी कोई सा प्रैक्टिकल सिनेरियो करने को मिला नहीं.
Ja. Ich
go to this video and make sure that
yeah.
So here what is magst?
Ich mag
To like. Mögen, na? To like.
Like, okay. Yeah.
So after this class, Saurabh, do one thing. Note down these meanings also.
Yeah.
So Rachel, magst du Pizza? Tell me the whole answer, the whole sentence.
Ja.
Ich? Ja, ich.
Mug. Pizza.
Or maybe you can say that I don't like pizza. Then what would you say? Let's say Rachel doesn't like pizza, Rachel like pasta. Then what she would say? 9. Hmm. 9.
Ish.
Ich mag Pizza nicht.
Ish.
Not 9, but nicht. That means not. I do not like pizza. Ich mag Pizza nicht.
So that is like a negative negation.
Yes, negation. Now let's ask Saurabh. Saurabh, kannst du Französisch sprechen? Or one more thing, like as of now we are making just these like sentences very crisp and clear. But going forward, when you would be like reading more books, you would be seeing that people would be saying, yeah, ich kann Deutsch. They would not use sprechen. Kannst du Deutsch? And then, yeah, ich kann Deutsch. So they would avoid using this second verb. So in German, usually what happens is whenever there is using another verb, not necessary, they would tend to skip it, because it's like by default, if you're talking about any language, they are talking about your ability to speak or understand that language. So even if you say ich kann Deutsch sprechen, or you say ich kann Deutsch, that is one and the same thing. Is it clear? So that happens like with in many of the cases. Okay. Saurabh, kannst du Französisch sprechen?
Ja,
Oder du
ja,
Französisch? You can?
ja, ich kann.
No, no, seriously. If you can, then only say yeah. Else say 9.
9.
Okay.
Ich kann Französisch sprechen nicht.
Französisch nicht. 9.
Nicht
Ich
sprechen.
kann Französisch nicht sprechen, or you can also say ich kann Französisch nicht. Simple. You don't have to use sprechen while using language each time. So when you're talking about language, it also like it by default means that is about your ability can to understand or speak that language. So you can skip using sprechen. Clear? Now let's see some more sentences. Okay, so one moment. Now see this example. Wollen Sie Pizza essen? Do you want to eat pizza? So wollen here means want to. Initially we used mögen, that means to like. Ich mag Pizza. I like pizza. Aber, so ich mag Pizza, or maybe if we say ich will Pizza essen, and then if we say ich mag pizza. So there is a difference between these two sentences. Here you are saying I want to eat pizza, like you are hungry and then you want to eat pizza, but here you simply say I like pizza. So that is a simple difference between wollen and mögen. Now if I have to ask Rachel, wollen Sie Pizza essen?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Ich will
Hmm?
pizza essen.
Okay. Now, Saurabh, wollen Sie Let me write it here only. So, Saurabh has mentioned previously that he cannot speak French. But now, let me ask him, Saurabh, wollen Sie Französisch lernen? Said that you cannot speak French, but do you want to learn French? Wollen Sie Französisch lernen? Saurabh, you're on mute.
Yeah. Nine. Ik will. Franjoik. Nine. Ik will. Franjoik nichts.
Okay, 9. Ich will das nicht lernen. Like, I don't want to learn that, or maybe ich will Französisch nicht lernen. I don't want to learn that. No, I don't want to learn that.
एडमिन आईडी के लिए ये
Okay.
URL मैं तुम्हें पिन कर दे रही हूँ। अब तुम्हें करना क्या है?
So just see this quick little table of sentence formation using modal verb. So this is a quick overview. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. I can speak German. Jetzt kann ich Deutsch sprechen. Now I can speak German. Pay attention to the placement of the verb. Here it's on second place. Again here it's on second place. But here, since it's a yes no question, it's on first place, and then in the answer, it's on second place. Kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. And then jetzt kann ich Deutsch sprechen. So, if you guys could recall, in the Sich Stellen part, we had a question, welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? So, which languages do you speak? Instead of that, we can also ask now which languages you can speak. So, similarly, that's how we make W questions. Welche Sprache would be considered as one thing, then the verb would come at second place, and then your object or your last verb at the end. Similarly, wo kann ich parkieren? So, wo, where, kann, conjugated, put at the second place. Wo kann ich parkieren? Where I can park. Oder wo wo soll ich gehen? Where should I go? Wo, where, and then soll, conjugated as per ish, have been put at the second place, and then gehen at the end. Now, vielleicht, let's say you are going in a restaurant and the waiter comes to you and then he asks, what would you like to have? So, was möchten Sie haben oder essen? What would you like to eat? Möchten. Was möchten, conjugated as per Sie, and then haben. What would you like to have or to eat? So this is our main verb which has been placed at the end. Then let's say Saurabh has went to a restaurant and like the server is asking him, was möchten Sie haben? So Saurabh, what would you answer and how would you answer? Was möchten Sie haben?
So what?
How would you start the sentence?
So Mr. means
Would like.
would like. Okay.
Would like.
What would I like to have? Yeah.
You would. Okay, gut.
Ich möchte
Möchte.
eine
Hmm.
bread. Eine bread. Einen bread.
Ein Brot.
Ein Brot.
Ich möchte ein Brot, vielleicht ein Cola oder ein Bier oder eine Flasche Wein oder Salat oder Orangensaft, that means orange juice, oder Apfelsaft, that means apple juice. So this is like a quick vocabulary. We'll have a separate chapter to learn the vocabulary about food. So I'm just giving you the examples how you can say. So ich möchte ein Brot oder ein Cola, and then ein Bier oder eine Flasche Wein. That means one, like a Flasche as in a glass. One glass, and then vielleicht Salat, Orangensaft oder Apfelsaft. And then here it's not mandatory that you would say haben oder essen, because when you're ordering, that means you would like to have it. So that is like understandable thing. So it's not necessary that you would use haben while answering at the end or at essen at the end while using this sentence. Is it clear?
Yeah, I have to leave early after some office work. So sorry for
Okay,
that. Yeah,
no
okay.
problem.
So will you upload this video on YouTube? I can watch it.
Yes, yes, I'll do.
So you do after the class only, or on weekend?
I'll do it today.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So now, like one more sentence. Can you or could you help me? Können Sie mir helfen? So here, why I have used mir for me, Rachel, you can ignore it as of now. Once we would be learning the cases, then this would clear. So as of now, pay attention to this können. So when you have to ask somebody, can you help me or could you help me? Können Sie mir helfen? So can you tell me if this is a W question or a yes no question?
Yeah. Yes.
No, this is a W question or yes no question.
That is yes or no question.
Yes. So can you or could you help me? Ja, ich kann Ihnen helfen. So just mir and then this helfen, just ignore it as of now. So now, do you understand how do we make sentences with modal verbs?
We should memorize all of those.
It's not like about memorizing. So the more you learn, the more you would understand.
Is dark.
Yes. The more you practice, the more you would learn.
Okay.
Now, there are some more sentences which I have placed previously. Let's read them and understand them if there is any problem with the understanding with these sentences. Okay, let's go one by one. So read this first sentence.
Where can mir helfen?
Who can help me? So when you are using helfen na, so you would always use mir. Understand it like this as of now. So with helfen, when you're asking somebody to help you, you would be using können Sie mir helfen oder wer kann mir helfen. So now there is a difference between this first sentence, this is a W question, and then this second question, that is a yes no question. So can you help me or who can help me? So that is a basic difference. Now der Student muss fleißig lernen. The students has to study hard, or the students has to like study very fluently or rigorously. So muss, have to. Then meine Töchter, my daughters mögen, that means to like, nicht lauter Musik hören, or maybe you can just use music only. So my daughter does not like loud music. Dann mein Sohn will ins Kino gehen. Now there is a difference between this sentence and then this portion of the sentence. So here in the first one we are talking about what you want to do, and then here is like what you like to do. So mein Sohn will ins Kino gehen. My son wants to go to the theater. My son wants to go to the movie hall. But here I like to go to the movie hall. Maybe you don't want to go to the movie hall as of now, but this is something you like to do. Then darf ich rauchen? So when you ask for permission or something which is not allowed, usually for that you use dürfen. This dürfen, to ask for permission. So darf ich rauchen? Am I allowed to smoke? Nein, du darfst nicht rauchen. Du darfst oder sie dürfen nicht rauchen. Darf conjugated and put at the second place, and then rauchen at the end. So now can you quickly do one thing, like just make 2-3 normal sentences and then we will discuss. So just write them down and then send it to me over WhatsApp, then we'll discuss it. Okay. I'm just leaving the screen here so that you can refer to this table.
In English or in German?
In German, auf Deutsch,
I just sent to your WhatsApp.
Okay, let me see that. Okay, so I'm just writing whatever you have written. So, gut geschrieben, first of all. So you have written, ich muss meine Hausaufgaben machen. Hausaufgaben oder Hausaufgabe, Homework, machen, singular. This is gut. Dann magst du Schokoladen? Kannst du singen? Okay. Dann kannst du singen. And then magst du Schokolade, Kuchen, chocolate cake. So, gut geschrieben Rachel, no spelling errors or anything. Now, let's just find the answers of these two questions. Kannst du singen?
Ja.
Hmm?
Ich kann singen.
Ja, ich kann singen oder ich kann gut singen. I can sing very well. And magst du Schokoladekuchen? Let's say you don't like chocolate cake, you like cheesecake.
Ja. Nein.
Hmm?
Ich mag Schokoladekuchen nicht.
Kuchen, not Kuchen, Kuchen.
Kuchen nicht.
Nein, ich mag Schokoladekuchen nicht, aber ich mag vielleicht so, nein, ich mag Schokoladekuchen nicht, aber ich mag Gemüsekuchen. That means I like fruit cake. Sorry, that should be Obst. Aber ich mag Obstkuchen. So, aber, that means but. Or maybe like similarly, in the similar manner, you can also answer here. Nein, ich kann nicht singen, aber ich kann gut tanzen. No, I cannot sing, but I can dance pretty well. Again, so before this aber, you can consider this as one sentence, and then this is a conjugation which is connecting the two sentences as a conjunction, and then this second sentence. So this is a first sentence, and then this is second sentence. So here also in the first sentence we have placed the verb at a second place, and then here also verb at the second place, and then the another verb at the end of the sentence in an infinitive form. So is it clear? Okay, so now as a homework, what you can do, maybe you can write 5 W questions or 5 yes no questions and write down the answers as well. So you have to make total 10 sentences, 5 questions, and then 5 answers relevant to those questions. Clear? Okay, then we'll see each other tomorrow.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.
Morgen.
Bis morgen.